What's the vibes? What's the vibes? Top of the morning, top of the afternoon, top of the evening, whenever this video may find you. I'm Dream. Follow me on Twitter, Mr. Dreamy1, the number one. Sub to my channel at Kingmaker Sports or just search Blunt Money Bets. Sub to the channel, like the video, comment on the video, share the video, tell your people about the page. Yeah, we're gonna try and keep eating, man. So yeah, like I said, follow the page, all that good stuff. So, quick recap. Yesterday, let me see, 2-0 or 2 days ago. It wasn't no plays yesterday. Wasn't no plays yesterday. So, hold on. I don't go. Wasn't no plays yesterday, but 2 days ago, 2-0, smooth sweep, easy cover too. And Natasha Cloud and Brittany Sykes chose not to run the ladders. Worked out good. 2-0 there, and then we cashed on Jonquel Jones. We didn't get the 8 rebounds. I told y'all that's the problem with DraftKings, man. And I also said that is why DraftKings, big homie, was good. Was good. Ain't missing. I mean, I don't know. It depends on what you mean by what you missed. We just recapping right now. But I told you, I think that's also a reason why DraftKings, well, why FanDuel hasn't offered SGPs yet, because if FanDuel offer SGPs, they're gonna have to do singles because that's what they do. Everywhere else offering SGPs, you gotta have like if something like on these other apps, you gotta have like 2 or 3. You see what I'm saying? So that kind of reared its ugly head with Jonquel. We had to find other legs to put with her rebound ladder. So the 8 rebounds in the Liberty team total under 99.5 didn't cash. My reasoning for that other leg, even though it was like minus 700 or 500, my reasoning for that leg was the Liberty had only scored over 100 points once this whole season. Now they was teetering, getting close, but so we missed the 8 rebounds. That was like plus 270, and I used my boost on it, so it was like plus 350 for me. But the 10 rebounds hit, 10 rebounds in the Liberty money line hit. I think that was like plus 500, and then the 18 and 10 from Jonquel Jones with the clutch rebounds in the garbage time of the game. So that was good, man. Just got to be honest, man. Started the week 1-9. It was my worst stretch ever, and we finished 13 and 16. We had some terrible luck with the blunt money bets early in the week, and finished it off great, hitting 3 straight days. So this is great. Love to see it, and we're gonna keep it going. Appreciate y'all rocking with me. All right, a whole lot of plays today, man. So we're gonna get into them. Y'all know I ain't gonna talk y'all ear off. But it's a whole bunch of plays for today. Mom Who Bets, big vibes, big supporter of the page and the channel. She been messing with us since at least Caleb Martin early threes. And I'm talking like first round, second round we was on Caleb. So shout out to Mom Who Bets. Tree time. What's the vibes? As always in here with the great vibes. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good luck, everybody. Happy Tuesday. All right. So first play. Damn, I ain't even write no analysis for this, but that's fine. I could just tell you how I feel. So I gave most of these out on the timeline. If I didn't give them out on the timeline, they still probably are widely available. But if I didn't give them out on the timeline, then they're available. So this one, Atlanta and Phoenix under 166.5. I'm going back to the well with the Atlanta under. When I saw the number, it just stuck out like a sore thumb. Both of these teams can score 80 points. Yeah, one team score 100, other one can score 70, yada, yada, yada. I just didn't see these teams both getting in the mid 80s, or I wouldn't have been like, I can see the Dream is getting in the 80s, but I don't see Phoenix getting into the 80s, even though the Dream are not the best defensively. It's just right now, Phoenix just not it. And I would expect the Dream to come out. I don't know. That's why I'm staying off the Dream. But this is a bounce back spot for the Dream after getting embarrassed in back-to-back games in Connecticut, versus Connecticut. So I would expect their defense to be a little better. But at the end of the day, I gave this out at minus 166.5. I felt like it would drop. It did. I think it's at 163.5 right now. The homie Natty hit me on the timeline last night, about an hour after I released the play. And he said it's down to 165, but I still play. And I said, yeah, I will leave it there. So if you can get a 164.5, 165.5, that's fine. But at 163.5, you're getting a little, even though I think it goes way under, I still think you just, after you lose so many points of CLV, it gets a little tough. Maybe try and hop in it live, because a lot of times these games will get, a little high pace, and then they eventually get back to what Vegas thinks that the pace should be. So first play, Atlanta and Phoenix under 166.5. Next, the LA Sparks. I gave that out at 2.5. It's at 4.5 some places now. Try and find a 3.5. I would still play the 3.5. 4.5 getting a little dicey. But that 2.5 is obviously a key number, one possession. But yeah, I played the Sparks 2.5, gave that out at the same time as I gave Atlanta out. So Fever, they done lost 10 or 11 straight games. Okay. The coach got to be on her last leg. She got to be up out of there soon. I mean, good dang. I understand they done had, and not even really had injuries. Melissa Thomas or Smith been out recently, but they ain't had huge injuries like that. They just not playing well, and they have an internal, like we've been talking about on this channel, it seems for a month now, they've been having internal struggles between who is the true star, Leah Boston and Alyssa Smith. And the Alyssa Smith family talking crazy and all that stuff on the timeline. The Leah Boston fans coming to her defense. So I say all that to say this, man, they cooked. Now, yeah, like I always say, they could come out and win by 10. It's professional basketball. Anything can happen. But I'm going to keep fading the team that lost 10 or 11 straight. They can't get it right. You thought maybe they would turn it around with Alyssa Smith so they could feature Aaliyah Boston. But newsflash, Aaliyah Boston, you great. Great young rookie. I love Baby Shaq. But if you're going to get double teamed and triple teamed, you're not going to do nothing. I won't be surprised tonight if she have another 9-4 game. You see what I'm saying? Or 9-7 game. Because it's only so much that you can do. They fronting her and got somebody behind her. And when she do get the ball, they're going to trap. She start forcing it before you know it, down the court, bucket. So, yeah. And the Sparks are a really good defensive team, especially on the perimeter. What you call, they ain't got nobody on the perimeter. Kelsey Mitchell, I don't know what's up with Kelsey. I don't know. Maybe she come out today being aggressive, but she's not aggressive enough for me to be as nice as she is. So y'all seen how they gave Enrique, even though Enrique was, getting shots up. That backcourt gave Enrique hell. Shout out to Flo for pointing that out. Sparks have a great defensive backcourt now with Lexi Brown back with Canada. So yeah, I like them to keep the guards under control, even if Aaliyah has a big day. Lexi Hall, she came back playing really well, but nah. I'm cool. The Sparks, and they looking for their first win in a minute. They looking for their first win since Lexi been back. She's back. She's playing well. She's looking amazing. We'll get to her in a minute. So yeah, I'm all on the Sparks 2.5. 3.5, you can find it. It's up to 4.5. Last night I was saying hopefully we can get some CLV Dream popping, and we did. So hopefully the line keep going up. But yeah, Sparks 2.5. I played 3.5, but I'll leave it there because that's a key number. Next. Queen Asia. Need I say more? A true queen of the channel. Asia Wilson, over 9.5 rebounds. Them first two I got was minus 110. Asia was minus 130. Last time I seen it, it was minus 140. I'd still play it at 140. I'd play it at minus 145. I may even play it at minus 150 because, as I say, I don't think we're going to continue to get these 10 rebound lines. Sooner or later, she opening at 10.5 almost everywhere else except for DraftKings. And I haven't checked points best. I can't be on there and all. But, so, hey, it is what it is. We're going to play Queen Asia. She might cover this in the first half. She might cover it in the 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. She might not cover it. But she's over this line 14 and 18 games. And I feel like we done bet at least 10 of them that she done went over, all right? So, Asia Wilson for the Las Vegas Aces over 9.5 rebounds. I will not play it at 10.5. I won't. If you want to find a way to maybe find some value with that, if you can't get it, go to DraftKings and do an SGP where her to have 15 points and have 18 rebounds. I would assume, don't give me the line. Maybe that's some good odds. I don't know. So I would pivot there and maybe try to find some other BS legs with it, or use one of my builders I got coming up. But that 9.5 is 9.5 for a reason. All right, it's 9.5 for a reason. Next, Lexi Brown over 12.5 points for the LA Sparks. So she's over both of her games since she's been back. She's been looking amazing. The first game back, she had 19 minutes. Her second game, she had 32 minutes. So we love to see that, an increase in minutes. And eventually, I think we're going to see an increase in shots. Jordan Canada been a queen of the channel. We was on Jordan Canada early. She was one of the first ones. Points and assists, all that. We was on Jordan. But I think eventually Lexi Brown is going to be more aggressive on offense. She hasn't shot the ball 10 times yet this not this season, but the 2 games she's been back. She shot the ball 8 times in like 19 minutes and 9 times in like 32 minutes that she played. So we get to Lexi eventually because we ladder and Lexi. Ain't no secret. We ladder and Lexi on FanDuel 15 and 20. So get it now. I don't know what it is. It was 5-10 when I got it. Get it now. But yeah, we ladder and Lexi because I just think she has a high ceiling. If she get 15 shots tonight, she might easily go for 20. God forbid she gets 16 or 17 tonight. So Lexi Brown over 12.5 points. I'm on it. Next, Jordan Canada over 5.5 assists. She's over in back-to-back games, and that correlates with old girl being back, with Lexi being back, and she's not way over, but she's over 8 and 7. So she ain't just barely getting over. She's pretty much getting over comfortably. And like I said, that's what Lexi being back, little dynamic duo in the backcourt. Plus, she still got the nice little pick and roll going with NECA. I love the over 5.5 assists for her as well. So that's Jordan Canada over 5.5 assists and Lexi Brown over 12.5 points. Both of those, I got those on FanDuel. Did I get them on FanDuel? Yeah, I got them both on FanDuel. Shop around, get the best numbers. Got them both on FanDuel. I think there was like -113, -110, something like that. Both play for the Sparks. All right. Next, Dejanay Carrington under 10.5 points. So we was on her over. I think the first game out of the break, and she hooked us with some heartbreaking misses, a free throw, and like she missed a layup as well. But I peeped, like I said when I gave the breakdown and giving her out, like, yo, she going over this line and her minutes is zigzagging. She 25 minutes one game, 13 minutes the next game, 22 minutes one game, 19 minutes the next game. Well, the last 3 games, she under 20 minutes. And the last 3 games, she under 20 minutes after having 3 straight games over 20 minutes. No, I'm sorry. I'm tripping. She has 3 straight games under 20 minutes after playing over 20 minutes, 8 of 10. So basically, her ass ain't getting no minutes, all right? Without giving you all these analytics, all these numbers and all that. She used to be getting burned. She ain't getting burned no more. For whatever reason, she could be in the coach doghouse. I don't know what it is, but the last 3 games, it's her worst streak of minutes in the season. All right. She's under this number her last 3 games, and she's also under this number for the last 5 games, which will correlate with her minutes. So I remember playing her line at 9.5 over. So y'all bumping it and she getting less minutes? Yeah, we're gonna take that under and live with it. This is Dejanay. It's not a lot of points. She can get hot from 3, go over it in the first half. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? KG, what's the vibes? KG, whatever. That's my bro. Talking about Dejanay Carrington. Dejanay from who Dejanay play for? Oh, the Sun. Yeah, Dejanay Carrington from the Sun. All right. So we're going Dejanay under 10.5 points. That's on FanDuel. I played at 9.5. Lexi Brown, I played the 13.5, and Jordan Canada, I don't think that's gonna move. So I'm not gonna play 6.5. I don't think Jordan Canada gonna move. All right. And last, a trifecta and a team total. Guess where we going? Aces. All right. Aces first quarter -4.5. Aces first half -8.5. Aces full game -14, 14.5, 15, whatever you're gonna get. Trifecta for the Aces. Aces team total over 91.5. All right. So we'll work back. Aces team total. They over this 17 of their 22 games this season. That's a bet. We're gonna take that every single time. All right. The Sky are awful. I don't like the Sky. I don't care what they just did against Seattle. I don't like them. There's something about them. They can look as bad as Phoenix. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I just don't like Chicago. Yeah, they got Kalia, who could come out and give you 25, 30. She can also give you 8 or 10 points. They got Mabry, who I kind of like to have a nice little bounce back today. But at the end of the day, it's not going to be enough. What do I say when I get these aces out? And it be coming to pass. I just feel like this is a game where they're going to be up possibly double digits at the end of the first quarter. If they up double digits at the end of the first quarter, they're going to cover that first half and they're going to cover the full game. It's that simple. They're going to be up 8 to 10 in the first quarter. They're going to be up 10 to 15 at halftime, and they're going to win the game by 15 to 25 points. Just the way I see it, okay? Team total, as long as they come out playing tough, They're gonna cover that. I probably should have waited and just played the first half team total, but when I seen that number, I was triggered because I ain't seen that number in a minute. It popped up to 94.5 last week, or earlier this week off the last week. Even got some 93.5, some 92.5. So I think it was a 92.5 as well. So now we back to 91.5. As y'all know, if you've been here for a minute, that's the sweet spot. We're gonna play it. That's like that age 9.5 rebounds. Some numbers is just auto fires. All right. So that's what we are on. Quick recap, then I'll go through the comments. Then we get to the builders and the blunt money bets. All right. Atlanta and Phoenix under 166.5. That current number is 163.5. I'd play it to 164.5. Sparks minus 2.5. I'd play 3.5. Shop around. Asia over 9.5 rebounds. I play that to minus 150. I'm not playing 10.5 rebounds, but she can cover that. Lexi Brown over 12.5 points. I just told y'all what I'd play that to. Jordan Canada over 5.5 assists. Dejanay Carrington under 10.5 points. And then we going Aces trifecta. First quarter, first half, full game, 4.5, 8.5, 14.5, 15, 14, whatever you're gonna get. For what it's worth, I got 14, but I think what we're seeing right now is 14.5 and 15. So I'll just give out the 14.5 and call it a push between the two. In the Aces team total. All right, that's what we on. About to get to some builders and some blunt money bets. I appreciate everything you're giving out. Yeah, Mamu Best. I appreciate you too. Soldier, what's the vibes? Let's get this bread. Yeah, we definitely going under. Let me see what we talking about. Oh, Dejanay, yeah. Yeah, let's ride, man. We about to get it popping. I got some builders coming up. Appreciate you from Portugal. Hey, what's the vibes, man? What's the vibe? Rui? I think that's how you say it, Rui. What's the vibes? You know who the sleeper is on the card today? Man, who you talking? Man, that's so funny. But yeah, appreciate you checking in from my fault. Portugal, my boy. Man, yeah. I'm gonna maybe find a way with Laney. I feel like my boy Flo gonna be on her in a lotto. So I'm gonna wait and just tell her that way. But yeah, man, Laney, she's shot, I think I heard a stat, she shot 58% last month. Or she's shooting 58% this month. She don't really shoot, but if she shoots, she gonna get that 10. Man, that 15 was looking sweet on draft on FanDuel. I think that 15 on FanDuel could be like 300-400. So dang, I'm gonna look at that and I might end up giving that out on the timeline. But yeah, Laney, she tough. And she going to the hole now. She ain't just sitting there shooting corner threes. So yeah, Laney is tough. Cuz was good. All flexes today. Yeah. Well, I got a rule. If you're gonna play 4 or more, flex it. Because I'd rather leave with that +2 or that +150, that +200 if I go 3 out of 4, than just being mad that I ain't cashed the +1,000 when one don't hit. And I'll take the +500 every day of the week. You see what I'm saying? So anytime I'm playing 4 or 5 or 6s in these parlay plays or these prize picks, for me, it's gonna be a flex. When it's 2 and 3, then yeah, then it's gonna be a power plan. We're just gonna try and hit. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, man. But that's just what I like to do. Yeah, she a baller, all that good stuff. Yeah. So that's what it is, man. Those are the straights. All right, 10 straight bets. Surprising. Now we're gonna get into some builders. Builders been doing what they're supposed to do lately, so hopefully we can keep it up. All right. Asia Wilson 15. This is for the Aces game. Aces, I don't know who they're playing. I can't think of it on top of my head. It's down there. But yeah, the Aces game. Asia Wilson 15. Jackie Young 15. Kelsey Plum 15. That's +110. Love it. We played it last game in the hit. Probably gonna keep playing it. Love it. Couldn't talk you off 20, 20, and 20, but I like the 15, 15, and 15. It's just much safer to me. All right. Jordan Canada, 5 assists. And Lexi Brown, 10 points, -105. That's in the Sparks game. Sparks going against the Fever. And these are all on DraftKings. All right. So yeah, Jordan Canada, 5 assists. Lexi Brown, 10 points. That is -105. All right. Some nice value with those two. 3 more. Satu Sabli, 12 points. Queen Satu, definitely a queen on the channel. And Alyssa Thomas, 30 PRA. That's gonna be minus 125. And that's from the Dallas game, Dallas Wings game. I run that back. Saw 12 points, and Alyssa Thomas 30 PRA. Again, these are all on DraftKings. Next game, the Phoenix Mercury game. Brittany Griner 2 assists. I told y'all about her assists, and I told y'all about her assists, and I told y'all about her points and rebounds, fading those. But yeah, Brittany Griner 2 assists, and Alicia Gray 5 rebounds. That's minus 125 as well. And the last one, Jonquel Jones 8 points and 5 rebounds, and we're gonna put that with Brianna Sabrina. I'm like Brianna, nah. Sabrina Ionescu 20 PRA, and that is minus 155. I mean, it's a what you call it, a builder. So do with that as you may. I think if you parlay, well, I didn't parlay all 5 of them because I just played the 15. But if you parlay all of those, that's not the aces 15, 15, and 15. It should be like a plus 1,000 or something close to that. So if you just want to feel spicy, but we're gonna hit 3 out of these 5 and be profitable. All right. Shit, we're gonna hit 5 out of 5. That's what I want. So those are the builders. What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about? You know who to sleep on? Oh yeah, Lenny, we on that. Yeah. Dallas money line. No, sir. And thank you for reminding me. No, sir. Couldn't talk you off. You see where that line movement going, and I hope it keep going. Connecticut gonna smack them today. But I mean, that's just how I feel. So what I'm gonna do, unless that line to get to +5, then I'll play it. But let it, man, please. I pray they get down double digits. I'm gonna be all over Connecticut. I think Connecticut's a better team than Dallas. I think Connecticut got something to prove. I think they lost that first game after the break, and they on some bullshit. After that, they ready. Like, to me, the psyche of a team to lose that first game they lost. I don't know if they played 3 or 4 games since the break. I think they played 3. But they lost that first game. They had no business losing to a trash team. Got embarrassed. Okay. And that game might have been at home, by the way. I think it was against Phoenix. In Phoenix, yeah. Got smacked by Phoenix. And you've seen what Phoenix been doing. They come back home, losing to Atlanta. A hot Atlanta team. The hottest team in the league besides the Aces. And they come back in that game and they make that game look like it wasn't even close. Kind of. You know what I'm saying? Then 2 days later, they come to Atlanta. Everybody like, oh, this is get back spot. And they just smack Atlanta. Just smack them. Now, again, this is why I don't trust Atlanta. This has been doing me well. I'm not, ever since, the last couple weeks in the WNBA, I'm not trusting teams. If you ain't the Aces, or if you don't have an immaculate spot like I think the Sparks have today, I'm not trusting you. I don't trust Dallas. Yeah, they got all the talent in the world. Enrique, Satu, Natasha Howard, McCowan, they got all the talent in the world, but something ain't right about that team, man. Something ain't right. It could be the Enrique shot selection. It could be the coaching ain't as good as it's supposed to be. It could be I just don't know the WNBA. But something not right about that team. I say the same thing with the Dream. I say the same thing with Chicago. I don't care what these teams flash. Only team I'm trusting and riding with is the Aces, obviously. But I don't trust the Liberty. I trust Connecticut, even though they did me dirty with Phoenix. I still trust them because you see how they responded. So I couldn't talk you off a Dallas money line, but I wanted to get into that. I'm playing Connecticut live unless that line get to like 5. If it get crazy, then yeah. Because Connecticut's a good team. You don't think Connecticut, man, Connecticut, they can come on the road, smack the hell out of them. What's goody, Flo? What's the vibes? How do you feel about Drew Lloyd over 2.5 threes against Sabrina? It's tough with me, man. I want to play it. I would lean turnovers, and I got that look from you. I want to play it, but these all-stars, these GOATs that's playing on these great teams, on these terrible teams, they fade country for me. Because, yeah, of course, Drew can hit that in the first quarter. She can come out, hit 3 threes coming off a pick and roll. Now they're going to pay attention to her. So I couldn't talk you off of that. But, man, it's like, what if they just decide to trap her every time she get the ball? What if they decide to trap her off the pick and roll? She and her team is trash. So they're not worried about nobody else but her. Gabby Williams, maybe she got to take a minute to get into it. But it would just be tough for me. I couldn't. Same thing with the Sabrina threes. Like I seen Sabrina threes at 3.5. I kind of want to play the under because that game not gonna be close. You seen what Sabrina did last game. She finished with 7 3-point attempts and she didn't have no need to take them. The game was never in doubt. She popped like three threes in the second half for no reason. We was just shooting them because they was there. But it's tough for me to be getting behind a lot of these props, which makes sense. It's tough for me to get behind a lot of these props in games that I think is going to be blowouts. Excuse me. I'm more getting behind a Jonquel Jones, to keep saying, all right, we're going to make it 3 straight games. They soft, we're going to make it 3 straight games, or maybe get behind the Laney. But yeah, I could never talk you off with Drew Lloyd. I'm just a little shook, personally. Let me see what's the Grinder, rebounds, and assists hit. Yeah, she sold rebounds. Yeah. You got lucky with that. But I told you I would only play the rebounds and assists. Why? Because of the assists. I wouldn't play the points and assists. But yeah, she don't. Nah. NECA for 8 rebounds, like 172. What are you thinking about that for the Spark? Okay, so bro, don't be laying no 170s and no 150s. Cause I think this is the second one you brought up, my guy. If you're gonna do that, find a nice leg with that. So if you're gonna do NECA with the 8 rebounds, which I don't love, but I couldn't talk you off of that. If you're gonna do that, then play like, who they going against? Fever. So like play the Sparks team total and mix the team total. That's like a minus 450 with that. And you should get a good number, even maybe a minus 550 with that. If you put a 550 with that 170, you might get into minus 130, minus 125 range. Okay. So if you're gonna play that, I would say go ahead and pair that with something. You know what I'm saying? Don't just lay if your unit is, if your unit is like $10, don't be laying 17 to win 10. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. I would rather put that with some BS. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you can put that with Lexi Brown 8 points or something. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you could put that with NECA to have 15 points. 15 and I wouldn't do that neither. I won't get too heavy on NECA. But yeah, find a little BS thing to pair that with. And again, this is why I'm talking about FanDuel is not everybody like, yo, why FanDuel, not why FanDuel? Because FanDuel different. My boy, he can pair that. If this was FanDuel, he could take that 8 and pair that with, 2 Brittany Griner rebounds or something and get him a nice minus 150, minus 145, something like that. He could find a Satu solidly 2 assists. You might be able to get that at minus 600, minus 550. So you wouldn't have to find limited markets in that game to mix it with. That's why, in my opinion, FanDuel not doing it. They're not stupid. They could do it. They're not stupid. Nah, Dallas better now with Jones out. They are a complete team. With Jones out, who Jones? Let me think of this Jones because with Brianna. Oh, nah, bro, I disagree. We'll see though. We'll see. Well, you talking about with Brianna Jones, who they've been missing the whole season, who they actually took off offensively without Brianna Jones? Nah, bro. They not. Dallas not a better team. Don't let. Okay, we're gonna see that. Hey, I'm the one who said that I thought Dallas was going. I was too scared, but I was gonna take Dallas to cover both games against Vegas, and they should have won both. So I ain't gonna. I can't. I just got a feeling, y'all, and my gut be leading me. I got a feeling Connecticut gonna be like, cause this was if you a hooper, this what you want. Connecticut done been to the chip. I think the last 2 years. I think they definitely was in the chip last year. You know what I'm saying? So right now, who the hot team? Who was the hot team? It was Atlanta. Everybody was talking about Atlanta. Oh, they don't win all these games straight. Oh, they got 3 all-stars. Ooh, 6 straight home wins. Smack the shit out of them. You see what I'm saying? Because that's what you get up for when you're a great team. It's hard to get up for Phoenix. It's hard to get up for Chicago. But, oh, we got these girls on the schedule. Dallas? Oh, yeah, they the one who beat the Aces. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, they don't want 5, 6 straight. Okay, yeah. Now you're going to get a focused playoff team. Is you going to get that with Dallas, or is they feeling themselves because they playing as best that they've been playing? You know what I'm saying? So you just got to look into them things. But again, I couldn't tell y'all, I ain't straight better yet either way. You know what I'm saying? I am going to take Connecticut live, though. Bet that unless they get up 10-0, then, that defeats the purpose. So maybe I might just, if they get the 4, then it's lit because I could go right on Bet Rivers and play them +5 and just lay the juice like minus 135, put like a little half unit on it and then maybe catch them live. You know what I'm saying? But take Griner for the 5 rebounds every day. Be careful, KG. We just talked about that. Look at her rebound log. Now, yeah, look at her for the whole season. You know what I'm saying? I said last game I was this close to playing her under rebounds as a straight bet, but I didn't play them because was on and off, on and off. She'd get like 12 rebounds and then she'd get 4 rebounds, 12 rebounds and 4 rebounds. So, she could be due to bounce back. But what made me want to play her under in the first place, she don't rebound well. I think this just was an anomaly, her having all these rebounds. But if you look at her this season, she ain't been getting over 6 rebounds a lot, for real. So just be careful. I would play her 2 rebounds all day, not the 5. Let me see. I don't care how disappointing she could be out there. Okay, I feel you. She is 6'7", my guy. She's 6'7". I think the time inside out enough. They misusing her like finish, misusing grinder at times. Boy, I mean that could be true. And look at Natasha too. Natasha Howard rebound log been going wham. Like I think she done had 10 rebounds in like 3 of her last 5 games. Natasha Howard a baller. She's just one of them players I personally can't get a feel for. Some play, and it's the NBA. I got a lot of players in the NBA. I just don't bet. I won't bet them. I don't got to feel like Kyle Kuzma is one of them. Why would I ever bet on Kyle Kuzma? Who knows what the hell he's gonna do? Yeah, if it's Kyle Kuzma and nobody else, then yeah, I'm gonna sprinkle Kyle Kuzma to have 30 and 35, and I'm gonna sprinkle Kyle Kuzma triple double because he's gonna be stat chasing. But I'm not playing Kyle Kuzma to score over 23 and a half damn points. It's Kyle Kuzma. You see what I'm saying? And this is the same thing with Natasha Howard. Like her lines be too sharp for me, and I don't know what the hell she's gonna do. But she nice. You know what I'm saying? Her and Solidly coming off the thing. Ben and Enrique on it down. Yeah, Satu the one, man. Satu really the one. I love Enrique. I think Enrique one of the most athletic players, and obviously she's one of the best players in the league. But her shot selection is crazy. If she hitting, they're gonna beat anybody. But if she not, they're gonna lose to anybody. Like her shot selection is ridiculous, bro. She the alpha. So she the one who gonna shoot. If she 0 for 5, and miss 5 straight, I don't think it's in her DNA like that to run a pick and roll and get Tierra McCowan on something easy, or to give it to Satu and let her do a pick and roll with Natasha Howard. If she open, she coming down shooting that shit 5 seconds into the shot clock. Like I don't think she has no conscience. That's what make her hurt. So that's also another reason why it's tough with her. Got on a future at 3,500. Why not? Okay, yeah. The futures, I can't be mad. I think Flo gave out plus 10,000. With Dallas. So if you're talking about future, or if you're talking about Connecticut, I think Flo had gave both of them out this year. If the Aces don't win it, one of them two, I could easily see that. Damani, what's the vibes? Top of the afternoon. Yes, sir. Hit that like button for me. Sub to the channel. Download that Parley Play app. Use code DREAM. I'm going to have Parley Plays. Before we get into these blunt money bets, I'll get through the rest of the comments. But I'm going to have Parley Plays and prize picks on the timeline because it wasn't, I'm giving y'all leans and stuff, so y'all can do with that as y'all want, but it ain't enough stuff for me. I'm trying to get that Brittany Griner points and rebounds under. I'm trying to get some other lines to pop. All right, so we have those on the timeline, and that was a parley builder. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. At you, but I can agree Dallas smacking at home. Bonner ain't showing up to play. Okay, we gonna see y'all. We gonna see. Connecticut, don't have me on here tomorrow looking dumb. All right. If y'all gonna lose, keep it close. All right. Don't losing by a dub, and I'm out here caping for y'all. All right, man. Blunt money bets. We don't went through straights. We don't went through builders. Builders are half units, by the way. Builders are half units. Straight bets are a unit. All right. Blunt money bets. Lexi, lean, yeah, I like the Sun a lot. I like the Sun. I definitely I like the Sun, and I just seen Bonner that made me think of Bronny, man. Prayers up for the king, young Bronny, man. Hopefully everything good with him. Glad they was able to catch that and get him the care he needed. So shout out to Bronny, man. Shout out to LeBron, King James. Hopefully, all is well with the young king. All right. So Lexi Brown. 20 points, plus 510. That's on FanDuel. Satu Sabli, 20 points, plus 240. That's on FanDuel. I'd play Lexi to 450. I'd play Satu to 200. All right. They could be better. They could be worse. I honestly haven't been on FanDuel since I made these bets this morning. So that's what we on. Lexi Brown for the Sparks, score 20, plus 510. Satu Sabli for Dallas to score 20, plus 240. That Satu is kind of crazy. Like she can get 20 easily. Next, this is going to be a round robin, 3s and 4s. I'm sorry, 2s and 3s. Okay, I skipped one. We're going to have 2 round robins back to back, but this first round robin is on FanDuel, 2s and 3s. Gonna have Lexi Brown, score 15, that's plus 162, I believe. Satu to score 20, that's the plus 240. And Marina Mabry, score 15. I think that's also like plus 150, something like that. And we're gonna round robin that. If you just play him straight, that's plus 2,000. Definitely want to sprinkle that as well. But I like all of these spots for all of them. Marina Mabry, if Copper is getting the attention, then she's gonna have some open threes and she's gonna be able to get some decent matchups. So she also was feeling herself last game, and she was mad. I think she got kicked out or got a tech last game. She should have had 20 last game. I think she finished with 19. And Copper might have finished with 23. Oh no. I think she might have had 20. I think she had 20. Yeah, she might have had 20 last game. So yeah, I love those three. Round robin those. All right. Next, these are going to be alt spreads, okay? And these are on DraftKings. So these are just how I see the games going. And we're going to round robin these threes and fours. If you were to play these straight up, it'd be a plus 4,500. So obviously put some blunt money on the straight four legger, but these are threes and fours, all right? Sparks -6, Sun -4, Aces -17.5, and the Dream -9. All right. All of those are like plus 150 to plus 180s. We're gonna round robin those, and I expect 3 of those. Well, I don't expect, but I really think 3 of these will hit. I would have put the Liberty in here, but at the moment when I was making these, I couldn't get the Liberty. And I mind. I wouldn't have put the Liberty in shit. Like they would have kept it. They gonna mess around and win by 6 today. So I'm cool on the Liberty. All right. But yeah, the Dream, they could win by double digits. Won't be surprised. Aces, I think they're going to win by 20 to 25. Sparks, I think they get a double-digit win. And the Sun, just sneaky pick. If the Sun do win that game, it's going to be by a couple of possessions with the fouls and all that. So I'm going to take that. Those are the 2 round robins. Next, these are on DraftKings. All 3 of these are on DraftKings. All right. Jonquel Jones, 18 and 10. We're going to run it back. It ain't broke. We ain't trying to fix it. All right. 18 and 10. Plus 500. I played at the plus 450. You know, just a little blunt money on that, just because she held us down, man. She really cashed us out last game, so we're not gonna leave her stranded by the side of the road. We're gonna run that back. All right. Jonquel Jones, 18 and 10 plus 500. Shop around. You might be able to get a better price at BetMGM because they got SGPs as well. But what I found, and this was during the NBA season as well, those 2 sites are exact. You're not gonna get no value. They SGPs they got to be the same company or something. Well, they ain't the same company, but it's something. Them SGPs be the same exact odds. It'd be scary. You be thinking, oh, maybe I can get a plus 50 over here. No, they both. This last one I'm gonna give y'all is plus 1,000 on both of them, which is crazy. Like, damn, not even 1,005. All right. So yeah, Jonquel Jones, 18 and 10 plus 500 on DraftKings. Lexi Brown, 18 points, and Jordan Canada, 8 assists. That is plus 700 on DraftKings. All right. I told y'all I like Lexi. Me and Lexi in every capacity today. And I normally don't give out full ladders, so that should tell you how I feel. But I just think her upside is amazing. And if you've been around here for a while, y'all know how we did with the Detroit Pistons during the season and their upside. So I'm an upside better. All right. And last, Asia Wilson, 12 rebounds, Queen Asia. Kelsey Plum, 5 assists, and Marina Mabry, 5 assists. That is plus 1,000. Marina Mabry done had 5 assists in 4 of the last 6 games. Kelsey Plum, she routinely stay around. Her number is 3.5. She be at 3. She be at 4 a lot. So I couldn't talk her. I could see her getting 5. And this is Queen Asia. She could have 15 rebounds. So we're gonna, throw a little just blunt money on there. All right. So that is it, man. I guess I'll run through everything. My recaps be crazy, but I guess I'll run through everything as quick as possible. Run through it. All right. Atlanta and Phoenix under 166.5. Rewatch the video to see what I played that to. Do it at your own discretion. Sparks minus 2.5. Asia Wilson over 9.5 rebounds. Lexi Brown over 12.5 points. Jordan Canada over 5.5 assists. Dejanay Carrington under 10.5 points. Aces team total over 91.5. Aces first quarter minus 4.5. Aces first half minus 8.5. Aces full game minus 14.5, minus 15. Those were a unit. Builders. Jordan Canada, 5 assists. Lexi Brown, 10 points. Satu Solidly, 12 points. And Alyssa Thomas, 30 PRA. My aces, SGP, Jackie Young, 15. Asia Wilson, 15. And Kelsey Plum, 15. All right, that's plus 110. Jonquil Jones, 8 points, 5 rebounds. And Sabrina Ionescu, 20 PRA. And the last builder is going to be Brittany Griner, 2 assists, and Alicia Gray, 5 rebounds. Blood Money Bets, Lexi, 20 points, plus 510. Satu, 20 points, plus 290. Going to do a round robin. Satu, 20 points. Lexi Mabry, 15 points. Round robin that. If you play it straight, it's plus 2,000. Sparks, -6. Sun, -4. Aces, -17.5. Dream, -9. Threes and fours round robin. That's on DraftKings. You know, you find that under all spreads. They got all totals as well. So yeah, that's on all spreads. Jonquil Jones, 18 and 10 plus 500. Lexi Brown, 18. And Jordan Canada, 8 assists plus 700. Asia Wilson, 12 rebounds. Kelsey Plum, 5 assists. Marina Mabry, 5 assists plus 1,000. As always, hit that like button. Share the video, comment on the video, sub to the channel. Always find me on YouTube at Blunt Money Bets or Kingmaker Sports, whatever you want to type in. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. The page is growing. The channel is growing, I should say. Well, I guess both are growing. My profile on Twitter and the channel is growing. So as always, I'm grateful for y'all. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. And as always, man, handle the vibes. Let's get this cash. Gotta have it. So let's get it. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay. I just had to make sure. Dream D lead the sun. I didn't want to leave y'all without the comments. Okay, all right. We good. All right, so y'all know the vibes, man. Let's get this cat.